welcome to the daily reading for all signs for today, the 20th of December, 2024. This is Ariel, and today I'm reading with the Keymaster Tarot. I'm going to purify with this old standby Florida water. Put some in this spray bottle here. 3 sprays in this large room is more than sufficient. You can find links to purchase each of these products in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. Let's see what's in the cards for everybody today. Starting out with the 3 of Cups. Good for you. Empress card. I love this. I think I'll just keep it that way. I love this. Page of Swords I don't adore, but it's okay. That's an easy one to deal with. But I love this Empress card here. This Empress card and this 3 of Cups, it's very what I like to call prosperous. And the cups are so all-encompassing. So the prosperity of the cups is a prosperity of joy and happiness. Obviously, if money is needed, it's included in that. But it's not limited to money like so much is thought of. When people think of prosperity, they usually go right to money. And that is part of it, but it's just so much bigger than that. It's all about joy. And then also, it's all about celebration for this 3 of Cups. And you want to celebrate, especially what you might consider to be your small wins, because they're not small at all. And if you celebrate them, you're going to understand that better. And also, you're going to be communicating to your deep mind that this is the right track. More of this, please. So the more enjoyable you find these so-called small wins, the more they grow. And you want to focus on your poise, it's saying here with this Empress card. That is where your prosperity thrives, is in your poise. If you're getting upset about things, or if you're feeling bad about things, feeling bad about yourself, just first of all, notice your physical posture. Are you standing up or sitting up straight? Is your spine straight? Are your shoulders down? Do you have a pleasant expression on your face? Is your brow relaxed? Those are things that you can do immediately. And they have a chain reaction throughout all aspects of your mind. You can, a lot of times people think, well, the physical world is an effect, so I have to only work on the invisible. But you can also reverse engineer things. So yeah, it is a natural outcome of an inner poise to have a straight spine and to have a relaxed brow and a pleasant expression on your face. But you can also reverse engineer that by going for the straight spine and the relaxed brow and the pleasant expression on your face. And that fosters those that inner poise. And that inner poise makes you magnetic to your good. It actually doesn't make you magnetic to your good. You're already magnetic to your good. It releases your magnetism that's already there. It's like putting silly putty over a magnet when we don't have poise. It's not that you didn't have magnetism and now you do. It's just that you were blocking your magnetism and now you're not. So that poise is everything today. The Page of Swords is also talking about how you can use your poise to get through to the truth. You don't need to put up with half-truths or misunderstandings or lies or any of that. And today, when you've got this Page of Swords, just assume that there's a misunderstanding out there. That's what I always just start with that. And it's not a negative thing to think that. It's just I just am going to start out with the fact that either I'm not understanding it correctly, or somebody's not being completely honest with me, or somebody doesn't have all the facts. Somehow, I'm not getting the whole truth. And so I'm just going to start with that as a premise and call upon divine truth. Call upon divine truth. When I call upon divine truth, then divine truth must manifest. It's the law. And the universe wants us to live in divine truth. So if we just assume today that it may not be accurate, whatever it is, it may be. But since we have the Page of Swords, we may as well utilize the tarot card's wisdom to our benefit and just assume it's probably not the whole truth, or maybe it's obscured. Something's wrong here. I'm just going to assume that. And I'm just going to call upon divine truth. And if you do that as a general rule today, boy, you can not only move past this, but you can really get to the bottom of everything today. in a wonderful way, and keeping your poise the whole time. Keeping your poise the whole time, because the whole point of this is for you to have that prosperous magnetic energy. So we've got the 7 of Wands and the Hermit card and the 10 of Wands. So I love the 7 of Wands more than I love the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands on top of this Page of Swords is talking about what happens to us when we don't invoke the divine truth. When we don't assume that there might be some communication errors or problems with the truth. We get burdened. We get burdened with things that are not for us to be burdened by. We're not supposed to be burdened. And if you allow yourself to be burdened, then it's going to be even harder for you to find the truth, because the more burden you carry, the less inclined you are to remember to call upon divine truth and to find your inner poise. So we want to just avoid that altogether today. If you start feeling even a little bit burdened, go back to poise and invoke the truth. And on top of it all, you've got this beautiful Hermit card that is the crown of your whole reading today. Look at this beautiful card. And he holds this lantern of truth and enlightenment. And that's another thing you can do, is in the midst of all of that, just ask that inner guide, please shine your light on this. I don't know what to do here. Please shine your light on this. If you're keeping your poise and you're asking for the help from that inner guide that's there to help you, you bypass all problems today and go straight to the prosperity. And that's exactly how the universe wants it. The universe wants you to utilize all of this, all your inner guide, the power of your word, the power of your poise, all of that the universe wants you to use so that you can have an amazing day and not be sidetracked by the nonsense that's going on out there. And it has nothing to do with you. That's the other thing that the message of today is don't involve yourself in stuff that has nothing to do with you. Even though you think, well, no, I have to be informed. No, you don't. Not today, you don't. You don't have to be informed about anything except for what the inner guide wants you to be informed about. If you start filling your mind with information that's out there, all you're going to do is burden yourself with it. You don't need to know about that stuff. You don't need to know about anything. You don't have to turn on the news. You don't have to know about any of it. If it affects you, I promise you you'll find out. You will find out. But you don't need to go and consume it. And please don't consume it, because most of it is inaccurate, at least on some level. And this inner guide is going to always point you to what you need to know about. So if you just focus on your poise, focus on that inner guide, and call upon the divine truth throughout the day, you can bypass all of this burden that is not for you. It's not meant for you. Just let it go. Just don't even play. Don't be a part of it. You're not being ignorant. That's what people think. Well, if I don't have all the information, I'm ignorant. You don't want all the information. Why would you want all the information, especially when most of it's nonsense? Just because it's information doesn't mean it's A, accurate, or B, good for you, or C, any of your concern. Right? Everything that is your concern, this inner guide wants to make sure that you are aware of. And you're not going to be left out in the dark or out in the cold if you don't consume every little bit of information today. So just say thanks, but no thanks on all the data. I've got all the data I need with my inner guide. I'm going to call upon divine truth. I'm going to work on my poise. And all I care about is this upgrade that's happening in my work. And why is this upgrade happening in your work? Because of all this wonderful poise that you're finding. All of this wonderful magnetism that you're discovering within yourself, all this beautiful wisdom that you are allowing yourself to be shined upon you. So no longer are you going to be looking outside of yourself to find information. You're going to be looking inside yourself. Now, if you need to find some things out in the outer world, your inner guide will make sure you find the right place to go. And then while you're doing that, just remind yourself to call upon divine truth so that your ego is less capable of steering you down rabbit holes. And that's what all this over here looks like to me. For many people, it's a lot of rabbit holes, a lot of excess nonsense that just burdens you. That at the end of the day, doesn't make one little bit of difference for you other than making you feel burdened. So bye-bye to all of that extrinsic nonsense data. And instead, I'm going to pair, this is what I'm saying all of us are going to do. So I'm speaking in the first person. I'm going to pare it all down. I'm going to focus on my poise. I'm going to call upon divine truth, and I'm going to listen. Listen to that inner guide within me. Not only am I going to listen, but I'm going to start asking. Whenever I'm, and it only takes a split second when I'm ready to start a new project, ask my guide, please show me where to go, what to do. I'm open and receptive to your guidance. That is enough. And then you go about doing what you're doing, and you'll get guided. You'll get those little intuitive hits. You'll be guided here and there and here and there. And if you go the wrong direction, you'll be guided back onto the right direction because you bothered to put yourself in alignment with that wisdom rather than looking for data outside of you where it's nothing but burden, right? And then what you're doing, like I said earlier, is as those upgrades, I should say, continue to occur in your life, celebrate them. Celebrate them even if they seem small, because they're not small, they're immense. The little sprouts in the forest may seem small, but they become an oak grove, and you've got plenty of oak groves going for you right now. So make sure that you nurture them with lots of joy, celebration, and appreciation. And that's a wonderful place for you to stay focused on today. Appreciation, truth, wisdom, and let the world do its thing. Let the world do its own thing. It can handle itself without your involvement. Thank you so very much for spending some time with me today, and we'll be back for another daily reading tomorrow. Until then, blessed be.